Hi friends, today we're going to be painting a pumpkin. You're going to start with your white paper and put your name on the top. And then in the middle of your paper, you're going to trace this brown oval. This is the center of our pumpkin. Make sure your pencil is nice and straight up and down. Now we're going to add more ovals for the sides of the pumpkin. We're going to overlap, so that means a shape that is behind another shape. So starting at your big oval, you're going to make a smaller oval on the side. Look, I can't see the whole oval. It looks like this oval is in front and this one is behind. Let's do that again. One more oval for the side. Good. Now let's go to the left side of the oval and do that for the other side of the pumpkin. Overlap, overlap, oval. That looks great. Now we're going to paint our pumpkin orange. We learned last week that the primary colors that mix to make orange are red and yellow. So for our mixing today, we are not going to use our paint palette to mix. We're actually going to mix right onto our paper. This is going to look kind of fun and neat. Take your brush and dip it in red first. Go around the lines of the pumpkin with only red. Not the inside yet, just the lines of the pumpkin. The lines around the oval. Good. Now before I dip in yellow, I need to wash this red away. We don't want to make the yellow all dirty. So dip, dip, dip in your water and scrub, scrub, scrub on your sponge. And now you can dip in your yellow. Using my yellow now, I'm going to paint the inside of the pumpkin. And you might notice that as I paint this yellow, it's mixing with the red and it's starting to create an orangey color. Add more yellow for a brighter orangey color. And paint the rest of the pumpkin. See how the colors are mixing? They're mixing right on my paper. I don't even need a paint palette for this one. And the last spot, mix some yellow into the red to make a nice orangey pumpkin. If it looks too reddish, remember you can always take more yellow and mix it onto your paper. This looks great. I'm going to put this on the drying rack now. And now it's time to paint my leaves. We are going to paint some green leaves, and we know that green is blue plus yellow. So I'm going to use my mixing plate for this step. My mixing plate looks like this. This is where I mix different colors. And I'm going to mix blue plus yellow to make some nice green leaves. Make sure I wash all that orange off my brush. Dip, dip in my water and scrub on my sponge. And now I'm going to take some yellow onto my paint palette and I'm going to get 3 big scoops on my palette. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to wash all of that yellow away. Dip, dip, dip. Scrub, scrub, scrub on the sponge. And just 1 scoop of blue. Mix that together to make a nice green. Swirl all the blue into the yellow so it mixes all the way into green, and then you can use that to paint your leaves. All right, I finished painting my leaves. Make sure you put your name on the top, and then you're gonna put both papers that you painted today onto the drying rack. When they're dry next week, we're gonna cut them out and put them all together.